Hey Collective, happy Independence Day and welcome to our very first Sabbath Sunday at Collective Church. We want to be able to have Sundays where we take a break from gathering together, and focus on rest in homes, in families, and with friends. And we see this actually practice of Sabbath is something that most people ignore anymore. But Sabbath comes from the Hebrew word Shabbat, which means to rest. And it started with creation, when God used 6 days to create, 1 day to rest, and then commanded us to do the same thing. And then we see Jesus actually reaffirm this. He doesn't say we don't need the Sabbath anymore. In Mark chapter 2, verse 27, he said, "The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord, even of the Sabbath." He says in the kingdom of Jesus, Sabbath is still important. We just got to refocus, because he lived in a world where people took it so fiercely and followed it in ways that he's like, whoa, that was never what it was intended. And we're in the opposite now, where I think Jesus would come and go, come on, why are we ignoring the Sabbath now? And for my family, we started practicing Sabbath as a 24-hour period every single week where we take a break, focus on God, focus on family. And this has transformed and made our family healthier, marriage healthier, and it is something that we see. It's actually how we were created. It helps take our focus off the dependence on earthly things, help us to be focused, restful, and energized the rest of the week for work. And it actually was oriented from a revelation I had in college, where I learned that when I think about my relationship with God, I think, I got to do this and I got to do this. And it was work, and I had no clue how to rest. Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest." Our relationship with God is supposed to be filling. It's supposed to be restful. It's supposed to be peaceful. It's supposed to be ease to it. How do you find rest with God in your relationship with Him? And then I want to encourage you guys to start looking at, do you practice a Sabbath? Discuss this together with your friends and your family that you're with today. Do you practice a Sabbath? And if not, how can you start practicing a Sabbath in this season of life? What does it look like? Because we see a couple things that Sabbath does and doesn't look like. First of all, Sabbath is rest. That's the big focus. It's a rest of heart. For me, it's a rest of my mind and my emotions. And second, it's a freedom. I'm giving away the weight and the burdens of things, and it helps me to operate in freedom, going, God's in control, not me. It's also a refilling time. It's a spiritual day, 24 hours of spiritual focus, and it's actually very God and people oriented. Now, what Sabbath is not, when we think about rest, Sabbath is not a break from Jesus. In fact, it's a spiritual focus. It's taking more time for that than we would on a normal day. And then, second of all, Sabbath is not a break from kindness, serving, or ministry. We see Jesus spent most of his Sabbaths in the synagogue, in teaching, in serving. He would serve others. He'd love people. He'd get food. He and his disciples were making food together, and this is what they did. Sabbath was actually not just about avoiding serving. It actually embraced serving. It's very people-oriented, very God-oriented. So I want to encourage you guys. How well do you find rest in your relationship with God? Discuss these questions. Also discuss, do you practice a Sabbath? If not, how could you start practicing a Sabbath in this season? And then let's take some time to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes just to pray and to start praying, and God, help me to find rest in you today. We got a worship playlist for you guys. Feel free to use that during your prayer and worship time. And guys, I miss you. I wish we could be seeing each other, hugging each other's necks. But this upcoming Sunday, July 11th, we have our pop-up service. So come with your friends, come with your family. I can't wait to see you guys this next Sunday.